Hi students, hope you are all doing good. So in this module, we are going to discuss about inverse trigonometric functions questions, which were given in 2023-24 board examination across all sets. So coming to the very first question, find the domain of f of x is equal to 2 cos inverse 1 minus x square. Also find its range. What do you mean by domain? What are all the inputs that this 1 minus x square takes? Basically, if you take cos inverse x always lie between 0 to pi. Then what about that x always lies between -1 and +1. But here it is not x, it is 1 minus x square. So therefore 1 minus x square lies between -1 and +1. Then you have to solve this inequation and then get the value of x. For that, say this is 1 minus x square, right? First of all, you have to remove this one. For that, you subtract 1 throughout. -1 less than or equal to 1 minus x square. -1 less than or equal to 1 minus 1. -1 is in a -2 less than or equal to, this is minus x square less than or equal to 1 minus 1 is 0. X square has a negative sign, so that multiply all the terms of this inequality with negative sign. Minus into -2 is +2. Minus into greater than or equal to less than or equal to. Minus into minus x square plus x square. And minus into greater than or less than or equal to is again greater than or equal to. Of course, it is 0. We can write this as 0 less than or equal to x square less than or equal to 2. X square lies between 0 and 2. Then what about x? Now I am dividing it into two inequalities. 0 less than or equal to x square, it means x square greater than or equal to 0. X square greater than or equal to 0 means x can be any real number, right? X can be any real number, then x square greater than or equal to 0. And coming to the second inequality, x square less than or equal to 2. You can write it as x square minus 2 less than or equal to 0. So that x square minus 2 can be written as root 2 whole square. This can be written as x minus root 2 into x plus root 2. X minus root 2 into x plus root 2 less than or equal to 0. So more clearly, we can write it as x minus root 2 is minus root 2 into x plus root 2 is x minus of minus root 2 less than or equal to 0. We have already learned about less than or equal to type inequations. X lies between minus root 2 and plus root 2. So x lies between minus root 2 and plus 2. Therefore, what is the range here? X belong to closed minus root 2 to open root 2. This is what is the domain of the function f of x is equal to 2 cos inverse 1 minus x square. This is the domain. And what about the range of the function? Range of the function means what about the limits of f of x? Limits of f of x already we discussed here. Cos inverse x lies between 0 and pi, right? So it is cos inverse of 0 minus x, 1 minus x square. Cos inverse of 1 minus x square lies between 0 and pi. Now we multiply by 2. 2 into 0 is 0 less than or equal to 2 cos inverse 1 minus x square is f of x less than or equal to 2 into pi is 2 pi. It means f of x always lies between 0 and 2 pi. This is what is the range of the function, right? This way you can find out the range of the function as well as domain. Coming to the next problem. Next problem is just similar to the previous one. What is that problem? Find the domain of the function f of x equal to sine inverse x square minus 4. This was given in two sets, right? See, coming to cos inverse otherwise sine inverse, the domain remains same. You remember that x square minus 4 lies between x square minus 4 lies between -1 and +1. Now you have to solve this inequality again. This is -4, right? Add 4 on both the sides. Throughout the inequality, x square minus 4 plus 4 less than or equal to 1 plus 4. -1 plus 4 is equal to 3 less than or equal to x square less than or equal to 5. Again, you have to solve this into by dividing it into two inequalities. 3 less than or equal to x square. Then you can write it as x square greater than or equal to 3. When x square greater than or equal to 3, same thing, x square minus 3 greater than or equal to 0. X square minus 3 can be written as x square minus root 3 whole square greater than or equal to 0. Then it can be written as x minus root 3 into x plus root 3 greater than or equal to 0. According to greater than or equal to type inequalities, x lies between, x does not lie between, because greater than or equal to type inequality, right? X does not lie between minus root 3 and plus root 3. So does not lie between minus root 3 and plus root 3 means how can you write this? X less than or equal to minus root 3 union x greater than or equal to root 3. This is what is the solution set as per the first inequality. And what is the second inequality? X square less than or equal to 5. Again, you can write it as x square minus 5 less than or equal to 0. So this can be written as x minus root 5 into x plus root 5 less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0 means x lies between minus root 5 and plus root 5. So here x belong to closed minus root 5 comma root 5. This is what is the solution for the second inequality. This is the solution for the first inequality, but you have to identify the common solution for both of them. So that I'm going to take a number line and then I take the reference, let it be 0, and this is root 3 and this is root 5. Obviously, this is positive infinite. This is minus root 3 and minus root 5 and negative infinite. Coming to this inequality, x less than or equal to minus root 3 means what? This is minus root 3 equal to is also there. So that these are the solution set. And x greater than or equal to root 3 means again this is the solution set. And coming to the second one, x lies between minus root 5 and plus root 5. Minus root 5 plus root 5 means this is minus root 5 and this is plus root 5 between. So that what is the common solution for both these inequalities? This is the common solution and this is the common solution. Therefore, what is the domain of the given function? Domain of the given function is here x belong to minus root 5 to minus root 3. Both of them are also there. So closed union root 3 to root 5. Right? This is what is the domain of the function. And you know what is the range of the function? Range of the function means the sign always lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So that closed minus pi by 2 is range of the function, and the domain of the function is x belong to minus root 5 comma minus root 3 union root 3 comma root 5. Hope you understand. Right. So moving on to third problem. See, this is the problem that you can understand and you can do it easily. Sine inverse negative 1 by 2. First of all, basically sine inverse of negative x. Sine inverse of negative x is equal to negative sine inverse x. So negative sine inverse 1 by 2. And the cos inverse of negative x is going to be pi minus cos inverse x. So pi minus cos inverse root 3 divided by 2. And then plus this is cot inverse tan. You can write 4 pi by 3 as pi plus pi by 3 if I am not wrong, because pi plus pi by 3 is 4 pi by 3. So tan of 180 plus theta, of course, third quadrant tan is positive, there is no change. So that it is going to be cot inverse tan pi by 3, right? So cot inverse tan pi by 3 is nothing but tan pi by 3 is equal to cot pi by 6, right? So that cot inverse cot pi by 6. So finally, it will become cot inverse cot pi by 6 is equal to pi by 6 because this is within the range. And cos inverse root 3 by 2. What is how much cos inverse root 3 by 2 is? Cos how much is root 3 by 2? Cos 30 degrees, right? 30 is nothing but pi by 6. Okay, minus is there and then pi is also there. And sine inverse 1 by 2 is sine pi by 6 because sine 30 is 1 by 2. So it is going to be pi by 6 and then with minus sign. Now we see this is minus pi by 6 plus pi by 6 gets cancelled. Pi minus pi by 6 is equal to 6 pi minus pi is 5 pi divided by 6. Right? So this way you can easily answer the problem. So coming to the next one. So the next problem is, see what fourth problem is given. Fourth problem is just similar to the previous problem. Tan inverse negative 1 by 3. Tan inverse negative x is equal to negative tan inverse x, right? So negative tan inverse 1 divided by root 3 plus this is anyway cot inverse 1 divided by root 3. And see, this is the tan inverse. Sine of negative pi by 2 is negative sine pi by 2. Negative sine pi by 2 is negative 1. So negative 1 is nothing but tan inverse of negative 1. Now write directly the values. Minus tan, how much is 1 by root 3? Tan 30. Tan 30 is equal to pi by 6. And cot 60 is equal to 1 by root 3, right? So that plus 60 means pi by 3. Tan inverse of negative 1 is equal to negative tan inverse 1. So negative pi divided by tan 1. 1 is tan how much? Tan pi by 4, right? So that here pi by 3 minus pi by 6 is equal to pi by 6 minus pi by 3. So pi by 6 minus pi by 3 is equal to what? This is 30 minus 45 is minus 50, 30 minus 60, right? This is, sorry, this is 5 by 4. I'm writing this 5 by 4. So this is 30 minus 40 is equal to 45 is equal to minus 15. Minus 15 is nothing but minus 5 by 12. Right? That easy, we can answer the problem. Coming to the fifth one. See here, it is the form of secant square tan inverse 1 by 2 plus cosecant square cot inverse 1 by 3. When you answer this kind of problems, try to write this tan in terms of secant and cot in terms of cosecant. Then problem will be over. So I'm going to write this as secant of tan inverse 1 by 2 whole square. Similarly, cosecant of cot inverse 1 by 3 whole square, right? So now, how can you write tan inverse 1 by 2? Tan inverse 1 by 2 is equal to secant inverse how much? For that, you just do one thing. Take a small triangle. This is the angle. Tan is nothing but side opposite by side adjacent. Therefore, what is the hypotenuse? 2 square is 4. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. This is going to be root 5. From this triangle, can you find out what is secant? Yes, you can find secant inverse. Secant means what? Hypotenuse by side adjacent. It means root 5 divided by 2. Secant is secant whole square. Similarly, plus coming here again, like the previous one, right triangle. This is angle. Cot means what? Side adjacent divided by side opposite. And then what about hypotenuse? 3 square is equal to 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. So this is going to be root 10. From this, what is cosecant? Cosecant is hypotenuse, right? You're writing cosecant inverse. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is root 10 divided by side opposite is 3. We have cosecant and then whole square. Right? Now secant inverse secant will be removed and root 5 by 2 whole square. What is root 5 by 2 whole square? Root 5 square is equal to 5. 2 square is equal to 4. Similarly, how much is this? Root 10 whole square is equal to 10 divided by 3 3s are 9. So when you simplify, 5 9s are 45 plus 4 10s are 40 divided by 4 9s are 36. Which is equal to 45 plus 40 is equal to 85 divided by 36. So that's it. This is the final answer. Okay. So next, coming to the next problem, sixth one. Sixth one is just similar to the previous one. I think you can do this. So sine square of cos inverse 3 by 5, right? So cos inverse 3 by 5 is nothing but this is angle. And cos means what? Side adjacent and hypotenuse. Then obviously opposite is 4, you know that. And this is secant inverse 3. 3 is nothing but 3 divided by 1, right? What is the definition of secant? Hypotenuse divided by side adjacent. Correct? So then what is going to the opposite side? 3 square is equal to 9. 9 minus 1 equal to 8. 8 is nothing but you can write root 8 or even 2 root 2 also. So that from this is the sine of, tell me what is sine here? Sine is 4 divided by 5, right? Whole square. And then this is going to be tan of, what is tan from this triangle? Tan from this triangle, that is root 8 divided by 1. So that tan of tan inverse, so that again whole square. Here 4 by 5 whole square equal to 16 divided by 5 square is 25 plus root 8 whole square is 8 divided by 1. So 25 8s are how much? 25 4s are 100. So it is 200 plus 16 1s are 16 divided by 25, which is going to be 216 divided by 25. So this is what is the value for this, right? Coming to the seventh problem. This is also just similar to the previous one, right? So many number of times it was given. Cot square cosecant inverse 3. So cosecant inverse 3 means, see, cosecant inverse 3 means 3 divided by 1. This is the angle. Cosecant means hypotenuse by side opposite. So 3 square is 9 minus 1 equal to 8. So this is going to be root 8. And cos inverse 1 by 3. This is the angle. Cos means side, opposite. Side adjacent is 1 and this is 3. So that this is going to be how much? This is going to be root 8. Correct? So from this, cot, what is cot? Cot of cot inverse. Cot is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent by opposite side, whole square, plus sine square means sine of sine inverse. What is sine inverse from this? Is going to be root 8 divided by 3 whole square. Right? Cot of cot inverse will be removed. Root 8 whole square is equal to 8 plus sine of sine inverse will be removed. Root 8 whole square is equal to 8 divided by 3 square is equal to 9. So that if you take 8 common, 1 plus 1 by 9, 1 plus 1 by 9 is equal to 10 divided by 9, right? So 8 tens are 80 divided by 9 is the value of this. Correct? So moving on to ninth problem. See here it is. This kind of problems you're already done in trigonometric functions, even last year also, for cos x divided by 1 minus sin x. If you observe tan inverse of cos x by 1 minus sin x, I'm just writing this cos x and 1 minus sin x formulas. Do you remember what is the formula for cos x? Cos x is equal to cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 divided by 1 minus sin x is 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. This is about cos x divided by 1 minus sin x, and then we have tan inverse. See, numerator can be written as cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 means cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. Right? So whole divided by 1 can be written as cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 minus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 is in the form of cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 minus 2 cos x by 2 sin x by 2 is cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 whole square. Right? So then we can cancel 1 cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 and one more cancel. And obviously tan inverse is already there. Right? So finally, what do you get? Tan inverse of, left with cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 divided by cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Now, if you divide this entire bracket, okay, this entire bracket by cos x by 2, then cos x by 2 by cos x by 2 is going to be what? Tan inverse of cos x by 2 by cos x by 2 is 1 plus sin x by 2 by cos x by 2 is tan x by 2 whole divided by, again, cos x by 2 by cos x by 2 is 1 minus tan x by 2. Do you remember what it is? Basically 1 plus tan x by 2. I am writing this 1 as tan 45 degrees, right? Plus tan x by 2 is tan x by 2 divided by 1 minus tan x by 2. You can write it as 1 into tan x by 2 also. Instead of this one, you can write tan pi by 4 into tan x by 2, right? So this is in the form of tan pi by 4 plus tan x by 2 by 1 minus tan pi by 4 tan x by 2 is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b is going to be tan inverse. This is what? Tan of a plus b. So tan of a is equal to pi by 4 plus b is equal to x by 2. Now tan inverse and tan will be removed. Finally, what do you get? Pi by 4 plus x by 2. So this way you can answer the problem. And coming to the next problem, this is ninth one. So it is very simple if you just go in a particular order. 2 cos inverse 3 by 2 root 3 by 2. First of all, cos inverse root 3 by 2 is how much? Cos how much is root 3 by 2? Cos 30 degrees, right? So cos 30 is nothing but 5 divided by 6, right? 2 ones and 2 threes are 6. And before that, you have tan, correct? So this is tan of pi by 3. What do you mean by tan of pi by 3? Tan 60 degrees. Tan 60 is equal to how much? Tan 60 is equal to root 3, right? So it is root 3 into this is k, and the sine inverse is already there. So sine inverse of k root 3 is equal to pi by 3. Now apply sine on both the sides. So sine of sine inverse k root 3 is equal to sine pi by 3. Sine and sine inverse will be removed. So k root 3 is equal to sine pi by 3 is 60. Sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2, right? So root 3 and root 3 gets cancelled. Therefore, the value of k is equal to what? So k is equal to 1 divided by 2. Correct? Right. So moving on to the next problem. What is this? Cos inverse x plus cos inverse of x by 2 plus root over 3 minus 3x square divided by 2. And here x lies between minus 1 by 2 and 1. So this is one of the important conditions that you have to follow, because this problem can be solved by using a proper substitution. So proper substitution means here 3 minus 3x square means x can be substituted sine theta also. If you substitute x is equal to sine theta, then 3 minus 3 sine square theta is 3 cos square theta. 3 cos square theta, so root 3 into cos theta. But when you substitute x is equal to sine theta, see here, x lying between 1 by 2 and 1. But when you go to sine, then its range is, what is the range of that sine? Minus 1 to plus 1, right? We are not taking minus values here. We are taking only positive values. So that the proper substitution here is let x is equal to cos theta, not sine theta. When x equal to cos theta, then it is going to be cos inverse of cos theta plus cos inverse. Now substitute properly. X is equal to cos theta divided by 2 plus root over 3 minus 3 cos square theta whole divided by 2. Right? So then cos inverse of cos theta is going to be theta plus cos inverse of, now see here it is 1 by 2 into cos theta plus, you know this, root over 3 minus means you can take on 3 common out inside. 3 into 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. So 3 sin square theta inside the square root. It means root 3 into sin theta divided by 2 means I am writing divided by 2. Now here you have to get some proper idea. How do you express this 1 by 2 cos theta plus root 3 by 2 sin theta? You can write this 1 by 2 is cos something. That is exactly same as root 3 by 2 is equal to sine the same angle. So you can write this as theta plus cos inverse of, it is 1 by 2, right? 1 by 2 is cos how much? Cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2, correct? 60 means pi by 3 into cos theta plus this is going to be sine 60 only now. So sine 60 into sine theta. This is basically which formula? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is going to be cos of A minus B. Correct? Cos inverse is already there. Plus theta. Right? So cos inverse of cos will be removed. So theta plus pi by 3 minus theta. Theta plus pi by 3 minus theta is going to be pi by 3. So this way easily can answer the problem. So this is about 10th problem. So this way you can answer the problems given in 2023-24 exam properly. And of course, this is one of the easiest topics, if I'm not wrong, so that we can get the answers easily, right? So hope you understand. Yes.